Hello everyone, this is Quiversee and welcome back to more Pikmin 3. Last time we finished up the second side story of Olimar's comeback, detailing their return to PNF 404 to salvage the ship that they lost when they landed. And now, before we move on to the mission mode, I want to go back into the story and get all of the collectibles that we're missing. Specifically, we're missing one data file, 4 enemies, and all the hidden murals. Except for, like, 4. I have taken a look to see exactly what it is that we're missing to get an idea of where to start. And I was right about one thing. The distant tundra here is where the area hint is. So I think that's where we're going to start. Now, I don't think any of the enemies we're missing are here. But we are missing all the murals here, and we're missing the data file. That being said, I have no idea where the data file is. I just know it's on this map. I'm just gonna bring out 60 pink Pikmin because I can. So, the data file. Now, I know it's an area hint, and there was one around here already, so I don't think it would be there. I feel like it would be probably more to the south. Oh, don't know why I did that. But I also need to start keeping my eyes open for the murals, which, similarly, I don't know exactly where they are. I'm probably going to be kind of cutting around a lot today as well, just as I'm looking for these various hidden doodads. Thought this would have been a decent spot to hide something. Guess not. Oh, but maybe. Alright, hold on. Not that way. Other side. Up, 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 up. No, 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 no! Yeah, I don't think it was down there anyway. Jeez, I don't know how many times I pushed the stupid cancel button. Can I use the camera in this tunnel? Well, well, well! Oh, come on. There we go. An image of a digging Pikmin. That's 1. 2 to go. So I'm gonna have to make sure I check all of these tunnels. I don't think there was anything, but let me... No. Where else might one be hiding? Oh, wait a minute. I think those are one of the enemies I'm missing. I don't think I ever got the log pole. Unfortunately, my pink Pikmin aren't gonna be able to handle that, so I need to get a blue Pikmin to take that back. But yeah, looks like one of the enemies we needed was here. Yeah, let's just put all of them back. I'll take out, I don't know, 2 blues. Like, I don't really need my Pikmin. Don't really need either of the other captains right now, either. That being said, I really hope that these guys are able to get the log pole back. You know, without dying. Why I wanted to bring 2. Hey! Lousy snitch bug. Grabbing hold of me like he owns me. He don't own me. He don't own nothing. Is that a mural? I can't tell at this distance. No. The fact that my number of Pikmin out in the field is now 4 tells me that they made it back safely with the Wogpole. So that's good. Still no earthly idea where that area hint would be. Like, out of everything I need to find, that's the one that I am most perplexed by. Nothing there. Did I already search the other side here? Yeah. Right, let's look around the cave in here. This is where Mr. Fozbat was. Mayhap below the bridge? Mayhap not. Ooh, wait. Can I get underneath that bin? Or that? Or, oh, I know it's a battery. That's not a hole. That's just solid. Thought I had something. Hopefully there's nothing up there behind that Fozbat egg sack. Because then I would need to bring another captain and some Pikmin. Maybe back here? I'm not seeing anything. Ooh! I might not be seeing murals, but I see something else! Looky, looky! To the survivors. Looks like someone took a tumble here in the fresh snow. Perhaps someone else has stranded here. If anyone's reading this, there are several electrical contraptions in this area. I buried something here in the snow. Hopefully it's useful. What? Oh. Okay, first of all, you're Arctic Cannon, right? Yeah. So there's another special, thing there. Well then. Oh, right, I forgot I did this. So I wanted to look over here for murals. At this point, I'm getting ready to just kind of look up where the missing murals are, because I only found one. Yeah, let me go ahead and see if I can find that. So, I did end up looking these up. Apparently, there's one around here. Like, the thing I looked up says it's on the can. Whoa. Where is it? Alright, well, I'll worry about that in a minute. First things first, let's deal with this. Brought all yellows because they're better at digging. Not too worried about those. But this looks like it's gonna be something. Now, there's also supposed to be a mural somewhere in here around these. I'm running out of time, so I don't want to miss it. Up! This is... What on Koppaite is this doing here? We need to get this back to the Drake for analysis ASAP. Working on it, Charleston. I am confused. One must walk on the west. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I might be looking in the wrong spot here. If I were to go this way, maybe. Oh, I see it! I see it! I see it! I'm not close enough. I'm blocked by fuzz. I remember looking for a mural in this room and not being able to find it. There it is. All right. Brittany! I need to figure this out now. So... Does it say it's on or near? It says on the tin can. Yeah, near the bearded amp rat and the bouncy mushroom. That's what we've got. I don't see no nothing on this can. So I don't know what it's going on about. Uh-oh. I gotta hurry and find this stupid mural. Where is it? I have looked everywhere. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I skipped that, but... I think that that's an electric-proof suit that we just picked up. Sorry about that. Oh, we lost some yellows. I mean, that's okay at this point. But yeah, I gotta go back because I'm missing a freaking mural. I thought for sure I was looking at it. Oh my lord, it's right there. Well, I had to come back here literally for one picture, and that was it. But that's it for the Distant Tundra. I should definitely have more than enough juice to find the rest of these. Okay, I think next we're going to hit up the Tropical Wilds. Pretty sure we're missing a critter there, possibly two, and of course we're missing all the murals. Okay, so I was actually slightly off. I'm gonna bring yellows because I think we're gonna need them because I think I know where this one is. But we're only missing one of the murals, I'm pretty sure. Because we've already done a little bit of exploring for them. That being said, verdict is out right now on whether or not I'm going to need to bring any kills. Like, I know what critters I'm looking for. I just gotta find them, you know? There we go. Don't worry, Scatterchucks, I don't need to hurt yous. There we go. I knew it! I frickin' knew it! It was gonna be up here somewhere. Okay, let me just double check my list for the enemies and see if I can find anything we're missing here. Okay, yes, there is a single enemy we are missing that we can get here. That being said, I have no clue where it is. It could be in a couple of different areas, honestly. I know it's not up this rest of this pathway, though, because that's a Medusal Slurker. It's not over there. Is there anything in where the long legs were? No. What I'm looking for here is the armored cannon beetle larva. You know, those are just slooches. Pretty sure this is also a slooch. Also just bulborbs over there. That might be it. Like, all we need is to kill it and bring it home. Come to think of it, I don't know how the heck he managed to slink some of my Pikmin away from me. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out my yellows for rocks. Rocks can't be killed by what I'm looking for. The cannon larva. Get rid of these goobers. Yeah, that's right. Get out of my house. All of y'all. Stupid cheer grubs. Oh, hey, Brittany. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be up here. You're not a cannon beetle. Let's see, that's the whip-tongued bulborb. Oh, it's up here! It's up there, I remember now. I've already fought it. I just didn't take its corpse back. Well, that explains that mystery. It's through here. I'm pretty sure I was only missing the one mural, but... Okay, I know, I don't see any on those walls. Just wanted to be sure. Yep, there's its boulders. Man, I can't believe I forgot all about that. Just keep throwing, come on. There we go. Get him! There we go. Ah, okay, you know what? Now it's coming back to me because they go down that way. And I remember that they died. That's why I never got them. But we should be clear now. Especially with Mr. Whip Tongue out of the way. You know what? I'm just gonna make 1000% sure about one of the murals. It's like, I seem to remember getting this one. Like, I'm pretty sure this is actually the first one I got. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember getting that. You know, I just realized something. This is bothering me. What is this? Collect 30 days worth of juice. Oh. Okay, well, that's not possible right now. Okay, oh, that's all for mission mode. Okay, that's not what I'm here for. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. I can't get them all anyway. Legendary Archaeologist. We're at 9 out of 15, and I have confirmed that there's 3 in every stage, which means we only need 2 more stages worth. Lovely. All right. Next up, the Garden of Hope. Okay, so the Garden of Hope is missing a single enemy as well. And I think I'm done just wearing 20 pink Pikmin. That should be more than enough. As well as all of its, it's murals. But I haven't even looked here for murals yet. So I'm not going to look those up quite yet. I'm going to see if I can find some of them on my own. I'm wondering where I'm going to find the enemy in question. Because, fun fact, it's another Spectrolid that apparently can only spawn here. And I have never seen hide nor hair of it. I could totally see a mural being on this. Looks like it's not. But I definitely was expecting it. Okay, there's gotta be a mural somewhere around here. It's not there. Aw. It's starting to storm outside, and I think my little kitty boy here is not happy about that because he's starting to clamber all over me. Figured I'd check and see if there was any, like, hiding up down that way. Man, really? Nothing? I am shocked. This seems like an obvious spot to hide something like that. Let me do my due diligence and check the other one. Right here in the way. Yeah, no. There ain't no way. Like, this would be insane. No, I don't think there is. Oh, is that one? Sure is. Found a mural. And it was underwater. First example of one actually being underwater, I think. I can't get a captain in there. That tells me that there's not going to be one inside that bin. The bloom effect is a bit strong down here. I don't think there's one over there. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see one. I'll praise the rock! Alright, that's two. Still missing one, and I am still missing the spectrolid. Where is that blasted butterfly? I guess I haven't looked in here yet. This is the room where we first discovered rock Pikmin. I can't tell. Is that a mural? No. Through the light beams, it looked like it might have been. All right. I'm glad that I looked this last one up because apparently I gave up a little bit quickly. Somewhere on one of these wooden posts is the third mural. My instincts were right. Can't see hide nor hair of it, though. Oh! I couldn't see it from afar because of the sheen from the rain. And as for the spectrolid, there it is. Apparently, after you kill the Quagmire-Clops, its back grows a whole bunch of pellet posies and attracts some spectrolids, including the only red spectrolid in the entire game. If I can just get a bead on it. Okay, these pellet posies are starting to be a pain in the butt. Screw it. Let's get all of them out of the way. Charlie, why did you let me do that? Yeah! We got him! I don't know if it's a kill one. It's like some of them you just need to kill in order to show up, like the things inside the formidable oak, and some of them you need to actually take back to the onion. I don't know which one this falls under, so I'm gonna just take it back to the onion for safety. But once we get that back to the onion, we should be good to go. All right. It has officially been delivered to the onion. I'm missing... Ah, okay. I mean, I might as well grab these just for the heck of it. That being said, I'm gonna pull more out of the onion so that way I don't need to pluck them. End of day. And with that, we're just missing one area's worth of murals and one enemy for the Piclopedia. Unfortunately, they are in two separate locations. So, to that end, we're going to the Twilight River next. Because that's where our last critter is. The big, bad orange bulborb. Alright. So, similar to the armored cannon larva, this is something that I know we definitely had killed before, I just never brought it back to the onion. Question is, though, where is it that I must go? Like, where is the orange bulborb? So all we gotta do is find it, kill it, claim it. That's a puffy blowhog up there. I don't think there's bulborbs in here. That's an arachnorb and some other stuff. So I'm thinking I'm already going the wrong way. I don't need to fight the big puff puff. That's a wollywog. Okay. I'm gonna send you over here, and Charlie, I'm gonna send you to the place that I think it's most likely to be, but is also very out of the way. I think it's gonna be over there. I'm checking the nearby areas first. Okay, no, just some skitter leaves. Let's see. Orange bulborb. Orange bulborb. Wait a minute! I think I remember. There they are. Get rid of these stupid skitter leaves. Last thing I need is one of them giving me an ambush. Alright. And you know what? 3 orange bulborbs. Charge! Come on. There we go. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Only 9 losses. Not too bad, all things considered. Alright. Everyone going back. Might as well reclaim these dead skitter leaves. Why not, right? But once we get these back, we are done here in the Twilight River, and then that will just leave the murals in the Forbidden Oak. And I'm gonna just say right now, I'm just gonna look up those locations because I do not want to try and poke my head around every nook and cranny while also running from the Plasm Wraith. That just does not sound like a fun time. Hey, xenobiologist, complete the Piclopedia. Confirmation that was the last critter we needed. Let's go ahead and just drop all these off for fun. And end the day. Okay, so now we're going to the Formidable Oak. And you know what's funny? 2 of the 3 murals are apparently not even in the cave. Apparently there's one out here. somewhere in the arena. But where? Huh. Actually, wait, now I'm wondering. It might be on the ledge above. Oh. Well, hello. All right, that's one. Number 2 is going to be up this way. And it's going to be right before we go into the cave. Oh, I think I see it. Oh, there it is. I thought it... Not gonna lie, I thought that smudge over the... Smirk? What is wrong with me? That smudge over there was it, but no, it's this. Right area, but definitely not the right idea. And then last... We can't just leave Olimar. Who says? Fine. Brittany, go get some sacrificial lambs. I'm not gonna actually let the Pikmin die, though. I just need to be able to carry Olimar in so that Alf lets me inside. Because the last mural is inside, albeit thankfully not very far inside. Allegedly. Just gonna grab 5 reds. That's all you need to carry an Olimar is 5 Pikmin. Go get him! Okay. I want you to just kind of take Olimar and... I don't know, just... get, like, right at the end. There it is. Legendary archaeologists take photos of the 15 hidden murals. Come on. And end the day. Bye, Olimar. I just came here to take some pictures. Don't mind me. I'm actually curious what they're going to say at the end of the day here. Considering how we left. Probably nothing special. The Pikmin are so dedicated to us. Even in battle, they trust our orders and fight on no matter what happens. We must also stay focused in the heat of battle. As leaders, it's our job to guide them effectively and intelligently. We must do our best for their sake, as well as for Koppai's. Wow, there's a lot of responsibility in this whole saving the future business. No comment at all on the saving of the Olimar. That's alright. Because with that now done, we have officially found all of the missing entries for our various data logs, and also found all the little secret murals. Needed to get a little bit of internet help for some of those murals, but what are you gonna do? So with that, we have one more row of stuff just for Olimar, and then 4 entirely new entries to read. So let's start off with where we left off on Olimar with the Toady Bloister. molluskid minionicus of the mollusking family. This species of creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced bloister. Compared to the bloister, this creature is substantially smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the raging bloisters is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. The flower-like appendage on its back is actually a gill. It prefers a watery habitat from which it can capture unsuspecting small prey with its sticky tendrils. Didn't Brittany want to eat that? Yup. Well, you know what? You definitely weren't about to eat fruit. You were about to eat gills. Just saying. That would not have been pleasant. The peckish aristocrab, Brachyureces esurio of the onion shell family. A simple name, but I like it. Onion shell. Its unnaturally large claw is used for catching prey, for self-defense, and most surprisingly for its mating call. Most aspects of the crab's life revolve around it, which may explain why the crab becomes fearful and docile when the claw is damaged. It would also account for the claw's remarkable regenerative capabilities, which can restore completely in a single night. It is also known to blow bubbles when they're under attack, but this is a result of it venting from the wrong discharge valve when under extreme stress. Ew! Ew, I don't like that on the bubbles. I don't like that thought about the bubbles. Alright, hermit crawmad. Camabarus rustica of the crawmad family. Looking at the eyes and sickle-shaped legs characteristic of squillas, one would think this is a squilla relative. In fact, it is a relative of the hermit crab. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life in a shell and instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear sickle-like, they are pincers it uses to snap at its prey. It prefers to feed on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Pretty simple. Ah, here we go, the quaggled Myoclops. Trestropods giganum of the Myoclops family. A rule of thumb is that the larger a creature is, the more it must consume to support its body weight. The quaggled Myoclops is no exception. It uses its root-like legs to drain its environs of nutrients, to the point that puncturing it could improve the entire surrounding area's ecosystem. It also catches small insects using a hidden tongue in the wide mouth found all about its circumference. What prey it manages to catch, it dissolves into their basic compounds, such as nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and potassium. Its insides are a fertile ground for a wide variety of plants, including sleeping beauty and dusty mushrooms. Some theorize that the fruit-like growth atop its main body is in itself a parasitic species living off the nutrients it drains from the Myoclops' enormous body. Interesting. So basically this thing, it's like a parasite on the land in and of itself, but it, in turn, is also hosting its own full ecosystem. And this also kind of explains why when we kill it, its corpse is left behind, but it, blossoms into all these flowers and such. I guess it is true if you kill it and improve the overall ecosystem surrounding it. Skeeter skate! Garrudus clavimacula of the spitter spatter family. Another great family name. It skates on water at high speeds thanks to tiny hairs on the tips of its feet. These hairs are coated in ultra-hydrophobic substance to minimize friction on the water's surface. Its long proboscis functions as a straw to take in water, which is stored in a reservoir in its head, as well as to spout it as a weapon against small insects. While taking in water, it also takes in microscopic plankton, meaning that its prime means of defense is also a feeding mechanism. Pretty clever little appendage, the proboscis. Oh boy, here we go. The dwarf bull bear, Oculus terribilis, of the grub dog family. A grub dog larva in its third stage of development, this creature's body structure is nearing maturation. However, unlike mature bull bears, it has yet to claim its own patrol route, and thus it is dependent upon its parent for guarding direction. Yep. Unlike the bullborbs and the dwarf bullborbs, the dwarf bull bear is actually young of the adult. And of course, the spotty bull bear, Oculus terribilis doticum, of the grub dog family. It's still the spotty bull bear, interesting. A mid-sized subspecies within the grub dog family, the spotty bull bear's unique feeding habits set it apart from other grub dogs. The spotty bull bear patrols a set path searching for prey, instead of passively feeding on creatures that wander into a limited territorial range. When entering a bull bear habitat, it is wise to proceed with extreme caution until the bull bear's patrol path can be clearly identified. Very true. That is definitely the way to go if you aren't well armed to equip to take them head on. Calcified crushblat, Durotesto longuscus of the crushblat family. Originally, these creatures were water-based mollusks. Their hard shell let them live on land by keeping its soft flesh from being exposed to predators. It absorbs nutrients from the water through its skin, which is a relatively inefficient way of feeding compared to hunting. As a result, it spends most of its time sedentary due to its low metabolism. The crystal shell on its back is made of silica that it absorbs. The shells shed by younger crushblats find use as projectiles used by scutterchucks. Tying it back together with the scutterchuck entry, I still freaking love that. Ah, the shearwig. Hemigia valaris of the mandiblard family. Unusual for their genus, flying mandibulars have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of this species can fly. Females of this species spend most of their lifespan underground. They do emerge for a period after maturation spawn, but they never metamorphose. Mayhap the development of the wings would impact their ability to spawn. Watery blowhog, Suslugians of the blowhog family. A variant subspecies of the fiery blowhog, the watery blowhog lacks several of the dominant genes necessary for the production of fire-producing catalysts and thus expels jets of the non-flammable liquid. This subspecies appears to have only recently evolved. However, the hereditary traits of this variant are dominant and highly robust, so its population is rapidly increasing. It's a dominant gene, huh? One has to wonder, like, how, when it comes to, like, evolution and stuff, how certain genes become dominant versus submissive. I have no idea. Biology is a fascinating and confusing topic quite often. All right, we have already gone to the Plasm Wraith, which means we are now entering new territory. Starting with the Wogpole. Structural flaw, weak hide with a weight of 1. It's built for one thing, swimming. Everything else from engaging predators to environmental awareness, it kind of falls apart. You know the saying, it's more afraid of you than you are of it? This is the only thing on this planet where that feels true. Something about getting close to this creature at all feels like cruelty to animals. I mean, it's literally like a baby. It's just trying to survive. Strange how such a scrawny pushover grows up to flatten Pikmin left and right. Then again, maybe it remembers being helpless and holds a grudge. Probably not as straightforward as that. Oh dear, I almost forgot. Now that we're going through the whole gamut on these last 4, we get more of Louie's lunacy.
Wogpoles can be eaten raw, but they're much more flavorful when steamed or grilled. Also heavenly in risotto. Feel free to experiment with this lush ingredient.
Oddly tame for him. Wogpole, Amphicarus frodendum of the Amphituber family. The wollywog spawns in early spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing in or near lakes and ponds. Such unorthodox amphibious behavior is a defense mechanism, protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumpers. The wollywog's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the wogpole eggs. Him citing the Pikmin as a predator is strange but accurate, because yeah, they are predators. They're literally killing off these creatures and feeding them to their onion to spawn, children. Pikmin is really dark when you start thinking about some of the contexts. Armored cannon larva. Structural flaw, weak hide with weight of 7. It's able to handle heavy rocks, so it's strong, and has expert aim, so it's clever. If it was better armored, it would be unstoppable. Kind of funny considering it is armored cannon larva. But that's because the armored cannon beetle, which is the larva form of. This thing eats rocks the way I eat fruit. Its stomach is always full and it likes to spit out the seeds. I'm not so sure that's how that works.
It spews rocks as well as any heavy artillery I've ever seen. Since we didn't bring any heavy artillery with us, I'd love to use this thing as a substitute. Until we figure out how to lure our enemies into its line of fire.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, because that is a very viable tactic, especially in Pikmin 2. But in Pikmin 3, it's much less useful, considering there's only, like, 1 in the entire story mode. And there's no other enemies anywhere near it. Mayhap we can get used to that admission.
Carefully remove every grain of sand, peel back the exoskeleton, and slurp heartily. Or deep fry it, too.
Ugh. Slurp heartily? Like, ew. Like, I know that larvae and grubs and stuff like that underneath their exoskeleton, they tend to just be a goopy goo, but just the thought of it, ugh. All right, let's return to sanity with fun words. Armored cannon larva, Granitus chachyline of the lithopod family. This specimen is a lithopod larva. This expedition was unable to confirm the existence of any mature lithopods, leading to concerns that the species was extinct on this planet, but the discovery of the creature in larval form erased such concerns. Lithopods, like flint beetles, use internal metabacteria to aid chemical digestion. These metabacteria can only survive in certain environments, such as within the body of certain insects, so lithopod larvae do not contain any metabacteria immediately after hatching. Larvae feed on partially digested ore regurgitated by mature lithopods, ensuring the larvae obtain metabacteria they would not normally have acquired. They're talking about there not being any mature lithopods, but isn't the armored cannon beetle like a boss in the earlier games? You know, with like the red hot butt? That thing? That's a mature one, right? Seems weird. Red spectralids. Structural flaw, weak hide with weight of 1. There must be a reason for the color variation between the various models of this creature, but I haven't yet figured out what it is. This one is probably my favorite, though. You can't go wrong with red. Not gonna lie, it looks more orange than red from here. One of these red beauties flew real close to me once when I was standing still. I took that to mean I smell as sweet as a flower. It's funny how the ultra-spicy nectar it carries doesn't seem to make it any more excitable than the rest of its kind. Maybe it's just better at keeping it together. I guess, yeah, the ultra-spicy spray is made from the berries. I guess it is just like another kind of nectar, isn't it?
Though red is universally recognized symbol of danger, these creatures couldn't hurt a fly. A shame, too, because there are plenty of monster flies on this planet that could use some hurt.
We haven't even encountered anything that I think could be described as a fly. I guess that maybe the mandiblards family is kind of close to that, like the shear grubs. That's like the closest thing I can think of.
Spread larvae on a slice of toast for a toothsome and protein-packed breakfast, or fry up the wings at any time of day for a crunchy snack.
Didn't he say that the wings were inedible for one of the other spectralids? I have to admit, I'm also kind of shocked that he isn't commenting on it maybe being spicy because of the spicy spray nectar. I don't really know what else to say about that one. All right. Fenestrati russoprismatis of the flutterby family. Its red wings have several spots, unlike the lone spot on each wing of the yellow variety. Its scales contain trace amounts of ultra-spicy flakes, which are mixed into its saliva as it sucks up the nectar from flowers. The combined flakes, saliva, and nectar are refined into ultra-spicy nectar inside the creature, which it uses as a growth supplement for its eggs. Despite this, its reproductive capabilities are quite low. It is for this reason that the red variant fetches astronomical prices among collectors. I have to wonder, with all these references to, like, field research and, like, collectors and stuff like that, how many people actually go to this planet? You know? Like, he's making it seem like it's being plundered left, right, and center, but we never see any evidence of that, really. Interesting thought. All right, final entry, the orange bulborb. Structural flaw is, of course, the eyes in the back with a weight of 10. I appreciate the warning coloration to let us know it's more dangerous than the other models. Anything that risky is best approached with a bomb rock while it sleeps. That is definitely an easy way to take down an orange bulborb. Oops. It's lavishly colored and so anxiety-ridden that a few footsteps can wake it up instantly. Kind of like me. It's also a terror when it's awake, which, again, same. At least you're self-aware.
Those bulging eyes are honed for battle, no known blind spots. We often find them asleep, but they wake as soon as we get close. For all we know, they're only pretending to sleep to lull us into a false sense of security. Still, sometimes that 1 second where they're waking up is all we need to go in hard.
They're just very light sleepers, and probably can detect tremors and such.
This bulborb's meaty flanks make for a salaciously savory steaks that shouldn't be missed.
And thus our final entry of Louis' Lunacy is about salaciously savory steaks. And Olimar, take us home with Oculus Kagayami orangium of the grub dog family.
This bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern with deep orange body and black spots. The orange bulborb's yellow bloodshot eyes make it clear that this bulborb is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the grub dog family.
And that's that. We've officially hit the end of all the collectible doodads in story mode. So join us next time on Pikmin 3 Deluxe when we go into the last thing that we can really address here, mission mode. Specifically, there's 3 types of missions we'll be going through, so we've still got a ways to go. Collecting treasure, battle enemies, and defeat bosses. I'm not sure where I want to start, but I'm probably going to jump around a bit. We'll see. Either way, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye!